Tucson
hey guys.
For a while may recognize the car in the left
Good
lane.
vibrations.
Danny Levitt, bright yellow.
UNFC, WFA,
running Chevrolets I've ever
race
known.
down here in Tucson.
He is big in the mountain bike now.
Starting out with the Western Fuel Altered.
He is just retired from I don't know how many years with the military, flying helicopters, and said, you know, it's time. Got the whole family out here to help, except his daughter who's off at school. And Rich had a wild ride last night. He was the first car out, and the car got about 330 feet and decided it wanted to make a run in the right lane and crossed over the center line, took out the timing block, and of course DQ'd the run. In the right lane, not the same thing, but a problem for Mitch Bowen. The car just, he runs a clutch in that car. Most of these cars are glides. But he runs a clutch, and he said, Al, the car just decided to go, and he left before the tree was actuated. And when that happens, you don't get a time. He said it ran well. I would have liked to know what was going on. Now, see, he brings the revs up just like an alcohol funny car. Yeah. Whoa. 672, 201 for the Phoenix, or rather the Tucson resident, Rich Nasby. And a little slow ET, but a faster speed, 675 at top speed for us at 204.35. That may be top speed of meat right at this point. But of course, our friends in the nitro funny cars are sitting there in the lanes going, yeah, all right, yeah, sure, we're going to beat that. And they probably will. But two good runs to start off the WFA program this morning. I think both crews are going to be very, very happy. I would not be surprised if that 672 ends up as our #1 qualifier. Good job, guys. Coming by you first here is the Rust Bucket crew. Let them know you appreciate it. They certainly appreciate you being out here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon at just a few minutes past high noon.
You know, they went straight from, yeah. They got a lot of stuff figured out. They're throwing anything out. Whoa, classic. Classic.
I believe we're going to have 5 cars this session. Sheldon Lofgren hasn't woken up yet in his hotel room, I don't think. They blew the tires off last night. In fact, they have a way of adapting that twin turbo car very, very well. Okay, this pair of cars in the right leg with the monostrut wing on it is the carbon copy car. That is our current champion in the WFA from Kingman, Arizona, with a big block Chevrolet car called the Carbon Copy. That is Greg Holman. He is taking on another Tucson car. This is former door car driver Pat Neal driving Greg Sharp's car.
The guy in the far lane, the guy.
Sharp's transmission service. Hemi in the left lane, and the familiar loping idol of a supercharged big block Chevrolet in the right lane. All cars required to have a ring if they go over 200. All cars twin parachutes. But with this wonderful long surface here, it works out. 664, 209.79 miles an hour. Doors up here in the tire with an eye. I think your guys are going to go faster than that, but that's a good pass. Straight true. Oh yeah, track is. Wow. I thought it was colder than that. Last night, if you were here, you folks know. I know especially because dumb Hal didn't bother to bring long pants. It was a little bit chilly out here. Track temperature was only 51 degrees. And even the big show cars, with all their technology and everything, they have a hard time getting down the track that cold. By the way, as of last night, our friend Jim Maroney was on the bump spot in Top Fuel in Houston, and that's not a comfortable place to be. The only good thing is Kevin Kinsley, who is behind him, has not gotten down the track in about a year. So, Jim will have to make another pass today. Here's I believe our final car. This is another Tucson resident, car called the Redeemer. Well, I think he just won the burnout contest if we had one. Mick loves to do them big smoky burnouts and test his valve springs. He buys his valve springs by the case, I think. But real people. Everybody in the WFA is very friendly, and as Dar and I talked about last night, as long as you don't go up and ask them something when they got their elbows into the motor, they are more than happy to talk to you. Hey, everybody loves to talk about their car. Doesn't matter if it's a race car, doesn't matter if it's a street car, doesn't matter if it's a rice grinder. You know, they're proud of their cars.
Hi, Dale.
Maybe I should say rice rocket before.
Can you see the tower back there? We're in Tucson Raceway.
But I called the car a rice rocket. This guy came up to the tower and he was hot. I said, dude, it's a compliment. What's your problem? You know?
It's the good vibrations.
Days where everything was offendable.
UNFC WFA race down here in Tucson.
Good show for my Tucson fans. You notice his parachute packs are silver. Those are top fuel packs. Required to have a pack that is fire resistant.
The United Funny Car Association. Oh. And the Western Fuel Alters, which is what's running right now. The Western Fuel Alters.
No, he's still under power. I hate to have a driveline failure. That puts you out. Yeah, almost like it just flat jumped out of gear. Well, the good thing is, for him, look at the time. WFA does one thing a little different. You only get paid if you get a time slip. So the two cars last night in Middlebrook and the other one, the Rust Bucket, did not get time slips. So they didn't get paid for that round. One of the things we do. It's a little bit different.
Hey, Joe.
So, as Big Williams makes
it's the WFA Western Fuel Alters. They're all blown alcohol cars. One's a nitro car.
So, I'm sure that...
then the nostalgia cars are up next. The UNFC, United Funny Car.
Qualifying. But, you know what they say. If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, Christmas would be every day. Well, all you guys all prepped and ready to go? As far as I know, nobody had any severe damage last night, did they? Everything was...
Tim Boychuk had to change superchargers, at least they were last night when I left. And after the small backfire they had, they didn't quite know what happened.
Well, that's just a matter of being safe and smart, really. Let's replace the piece, hoping nothing got hurt. No margin for error here. And Boychuk is first out in the right lane, taking on Ryan Hodgson. The pacemaker of Ron Hodgson and the happy hour car of Tim Boychuk. He started his burnout a little later, just a short one. Everybody has a routine, and from what I gathered talking to my good friend Adam Soroka, who's been champion of the South Top Fuel on several occasions, he says, Hal, I do everything with an absolute routine.
Chris.
I approach the car literally the same exact spot. If you were to take spots on the track where I stand, I put my left glove on first. I do everything that's a routine, and there's a lot of there's a method to the madness when you do that. And I found that doing that helps me in my racing. It makes it simpler to get everything done, being as I'm old and infirm and tend to forget things like
Hey, Bob.
first year.
Similar, Joe, except it's all nitro alters. It's a whole different group.
Attention to the pits, ADRA Super Pro, lane 7 and 8, please. ADRA Super Pro, we'd like to have you in lane 7 and 8, please. Bob Packerneck landing him up. Really? He's had some laps in the funny car. Can you tell us about him, Dart?
Nick ran the independent funny cars out of Canada most of the 70s, made a living at it. Another one of those guys who ran match races and ran a few national events. But he's also been tuning this car for about 10 years to his championship season, too.
6:07 to a 6:26, but look at the speed, folks. I guess I was right. 222.88 miles an hour. That is thundering. Not that Hodgson didn't do well. He did 193. But the big thing is the ET, and that 6:07 is now #1 qualifier.
Just a concussion.
Okay, there'll be one more qualifying pass for the nitro cars, as with the WFA, at 3 o'clock. That's when the big hand is up and the little hand is all the way to the right. And then there's an autograph session. Oh, okay. by the Nitro Bar. We're going to have an autograph session. You got 500 beautiful posters. The drivers will be there. I'll be down there with a portable PA. We'll talk to the drivers a little bit for you. And hey, it's all part of the fee. You get to come in and see the cars and talk to the drivers. That's one nice thing about shows like this. It's much more accessible for everybody. And the United Funny Car Association does a great job. Here's the quarter pounder in the left lane, and I love the names. Wasn't easy. How about isn't easy might actually be more appropriate. Danny Gerber will be in the right lane. Jeff.
Hey, Mike.
Jeff Bernice is in the left lane. You see the person out in front of the car, that is a very important person in the burnout procedure. See the right lane is telling him, nope, now you got to go a little bit to the left, now you go a little bit to the right. When you're in the car, it seems like it's confusing. Now he's going straight. A little bit to the right for the quarter pounder. It doesn't require the car to be very far out of that groove to go the wrong direction, does it, Dar?
No, especially at a place like this because the groove is set up to remain in. You get out of it, and one tire starts losing a little bit of traction, they start moving one way or the other, and you really do need to pay attention to the center of the groove.
I think there's the misconception that cars like this aren't really that hard to drive. Hello? Yeah, ask Ron Towns. Ask anybody who's driven. Ask Robert Hyde. Heck, you know, any of those guys have been for some wild rides. Okay, Gerber on the right. Yeah, Beckman's had one too. Here we go. .617 for Maurice and another 222-mile-an-hour run. And as they say, the hits just keep on coming. He ran a 617. Billy Morris, or rather Dan Gerber, 697, 134. He lifted early. He left really strong, but elected to shut it off early.
I think that puts him number 2 right at the moment.
You think this is the round we're going to see the best times, or do you think they'll really pressure it on in that final round at 3 o'clock?
I think probably at 3 o'clock they'll probably see who's the toughest out here. And I think too that a couple of guys may not make the 3 o'clock. We only require 2 mandatory passes, and one, you know, depending on who's number 1, but some may elect to sit out at number 3.
Is there a bonus for number 1 qualifier of any sort? Okay. Okay, local car, the Speed Sport Omni. James Day driving the car. Day, a journeyman driver, as it were. He's driven just about everything at one time or another. A lot of experience and a very capable driver. And
also won the 2019 Good Vibrations March meet.
That's a feather in your cap, to say the least. I guess this is a single, okay? Either that or another car. Yeah, okay. ADA Super Pro, need you second call. ADA Super Pro, second call. Little wheelie bar adjustment going on at the back of the car. Now he gives thumbs up and Dave gets the pass. This is only the second pass in this particular car. I hope the wind is blowing the right direction to waft the delicious smell of nitro in the morning, you know, over to the crowd. Again, this is only his second pass in this car. 9:92.60 foot time. The car was hooked. The car was charged. Still at half track runs a 747. So now he knows what the car feels like under race conditions, and that's important. So,
we got a pucker factor.
More to go.
You ain't getting there though.
Bobby Cottrell, who has been on a tear the last 4 or 5 years in whatever he is driving. And I talked to him earlier because I remember him from the days when he used to drive his own alcohol car and came to Speed World and won a couple heritage races. Very capable driver. He's in the Bardall car, Bucky Austin and Mike O'Brien. Again, another one of the real hitters in this category. The Austin family for years and years. Top fuel, top alcohol, doesn't matter what it is. They are hitters. This track record holder? Oh, okay. He's got the record for this type of car at this track. That's
hey, Sean.
Let's see what happens here, though.
We actually get the race in front of you.
Okay, final preparations. We got our track crew out there checking to make sure there's no, as Mike English would say, stuff on the track. And it happens. All it takes is another bolt to wreak havoc with the situation. So, again, a big kudos and thanks to all of the workers here at Tucson Dragway. Jim Hughes and his crew have done a fabulous job. Haven't seen Jim this weekend except when he was driving the glue truck, but he works at, we're in Waterbox today. Wow. All I know is I feel very lucky whenever my car comes to Tucson, he sees my car in the lane, he'll run back and push me up to the head of the staging lane. That makes me feel really, really good. Too bad I'm not as good as he thinks I am. That is a tough job down there in the water box. I mean, headset on or not, you are thundered, you're smoked in, get all those particulates in your nostrils, you know, and most of those guys wouldn't trade that job for anything. They love it. Now, where's the next stop for you guys on your tour?
We go on to Spokane, Seattle, and then back. Then there's some Heritage Series races that we run, but we'll be running two in Seattle, one in Spokane, and then one in Edmonton, up in Canada.
I have not raced in Canada. I have announced the National Motocross in Canada and had a great time, but not drag racing. Okay.
This is our series champion, Bobby Cottrell, and as well the NHRA Heritage Series champion, funny car for last year.
That's quite a pair of things to have on your resume for sure.
And he won 8 out of 12 races.
Not a lot of racers can make a claim like that. In the right way, the car that came into this round is #1 qualifier. Sometimes I wish I had one of those computers with all the songs in it and I could start playing Problem Child. As soon as I saw that name coming in, I started humming that too. Very stout team. That is Billy. It is Billy Morris.
Billy Morris is the Rookie of the Year for the 2018 Legends Nitro competition. So he had 4 different people who had come into Nitro Funny Car last year, and by the performance that he did and what he did under competition, you know, he was hands down the winner.
You know, that's really something to say. A lot of NHRA national champions in Field Funny Car and Field Dragster have started out as Rookie of the Year. So we're looking for a lot of good things out of this young man.
And Billy Morris and the Problem Child there used to run 300-foot sand drags in top fuel.
You know what the record is in those cars now? 2.1 seconds. Absolutely crazy.
Are they running the top? Oh, you got them.
Yeah. My ears are bad enough.
Okay, pre-stage for the Bardall car. Cottrell, Morris, pre-stage. Last little inches, and we are good to go. Wiggle down there. Whoa.
Nice one, Billy.
230.
Nice one.
At a 583, and for Morris, and Cottrell a 587 at 239. Talk about hits. Woo! What, offhand, do you know the record, the all-out record for you guys?
The ET record is a 552. set in absolutely perfect conditions by Jason Rupert.
At lower altitude, I'm sure, too.
And the record for speed was set 4 weeks ago by Dan Horan Jr. at 2:65.22.
Wow.
Came by here.
That's getting up there. Outstanding performance by the funny cars. Folks, give these guys a big round of applause as they go down to pick up their cars. They are laying it out for you really big. 583 low ET right now, 240 miles an hour. And second place, 587 at 239. So those two cars, definitely the ones to watch. But I'll tell you, there's some hitters back in the field. Anything can happen. Boychuk's here.
587.
Two of the cars here, Bobby Cottrell and Ryan Hodgson, are members of the 260 mile an hour funny car club.
That's a pretty small club, isn't it?
Nine.
You guys, that wraps up that round.
Absolutely.
The next one's
Hey,
at 3.
good times, and they will be back. Both groups will be back at 3 o'clock.
Yep, there you go.
I believe we have a license pass coming up.
I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I'll catch some warm-ups before they head back on. Hey, Greg. I'll catch some warm-ups before they come out again, maybe 2:30ish, somewhere in there, and for their next round. And then I believe they start at 5 or 6 tonight. I'm not sure. They'll let us know. All right, guys. Talk to you in a bit.